This is Baron the Bear, and I thought I'd make a video explaining the basics of getting started on as far as making equipment and using the equipment facility. Just to explain the basics so you understand what you need to be doing from the beginning to get to be able to craft good gear. So, in order to get the craft equipment, you're going to have to kill a bunch of monsters. Now, if you're pay to play, you can buy a lot of the material chest and it speed up everything. But what I find is if you go to your commander skills, I go into development. All right, you want to go all the way down. You want to max out recover mobility. Now, see, the big spenders, they're usually out attacking all the time. So they got their skills and the war skills. But this will give you 50 points of mobility every day. Right? It's a 24-hour cooldown. Now, if you think about that, in 30 days, that means each day you can kill 5 monsters extra each day. All right. Now, in 30 days, that's 150 extra monsters that you're going to be able to kill with just using the skill every day, just once a day. So that's going to be a big impact. If you're looking at trying to get the equipment, the gear you need for the next 3 months that you've started to play the game, that's the way to go. Always try to keep it. Always try to keep in the development skills. You want to switch over during kill events, you can go to war. But after you're done fighting in kill events or whatever, switch back over to development and use that skill. Okay, now once you get a bunch of gear, go to storage, materials. I don't have any. What I do is I go to the white ones, and melt them all the way till I get the purple. All right. The max, the orange, that's just it's too hard to get materials to even bother with doing that. So I would focus on only getting the purples. Now you can go to develop. All right, if you look, it says can develop level 2s. All right, I got 2 more in the bottom I need to develop the level 1s. So click onto that, hit develop. Okay, I got a purple and a blue. I need to get another purple. Right now, I got like a 59% chance of getting another blue, a 40% chance of getting a purple. Now, if I hit develop, it's going to be 8 hours before I can get it. But if you look at the amount of equipment materials you're going to need, if you have to do this again because it fails and you get a 6% chance of getting a blue when you want to get purple, you want both of those to be purple, all right? Unless you like to gamble. But I'd recommend always develop when you have the purples. Okay, now if you click on the purple, see the difference? Blue, it gives you 2.8. All right. Purple gives you 3.5. Now there's another thing I haven't really seen anyone talk about, and it makes me wonder if they just don't know this or I'm not sure what the issue is on this. But if you go back, okay, I can develop level 2. I got a reactor here. Let's check the reactor out. Let's go to level 1. Okay, notice how you see the melee and mid-range attack. If you look at a 1.8% to 6%, all right? Now, what that means is that's the range that when you develop it, that's the chance of in between that percentage is what it's actually going to turn out to be. Now, a 6% is a perfect, all right? So if you develop it and you get a 6%, it's perfect. So let's look at what I have right now. Manage. My reactor right now. I got a 4.2%. All right. 6% is perfect. What you can do is you can save up again, get the materials all over again, go back to this and develop it again. Alright, now I need another purple. Then maybe the next time I develop this, I'll get a 6%. Or maybe I'll get a 5.5, you know. If it's close to being a perfect one, I might just keep that and go on to the next level. But the key is, first of all, right off the bat, what you want to do is you want to make all of your gear purple. All right. So right now I need 2 more in the bottom, and then once I have everything purple, if I want to start leveling up to level 2, I can look at each one and see if any of those have the highest percentage, you know, made that is possible. I know my reactor, it's 1.8% less than what it could be. You know. I really wish it would show you on here what the actual best ratio was, but they don't do that. You have to go back when you look at the crafting stage and see what the percentage is. I'd recommend writing it down on a piece of paper or something. That way you could just quickly reference and look. All right. The key is you want to level these to level 2 when you have a close enough to a perfect. All right. So if this was a 5.8 or 5.5, I might say, yeah, I'll level it to level 2. The reason why you want that is because when you level it to level 2, the modifying percentage increase is going to be better the higher this percentage is. So if I craft this, redo this, and craft another one at 5.5, when I craft a level 2, it's going to have a higher percentage because I'm crafting with a higher percentage level 1. All right. So now a lot of people are. I haven't, like I said, I'm level 19. I haven't gotten any level 2 equipment yet, so I can't really, at this stage, I can't really say too much on what I can do here. But and extensions, okay, a lot of people are confused. This is very confusing, but to keep it simple and for people to understand, extensions can only be added onto your gear, your equipment, when they get to, I think, level 2 and level 3. I think how it works is level 2, you can add 1 to each of those. When you get 1 to level 3, you can add 2 to each one of those. Kind of think of like in a lot of the fantasy type of games, kind of think of it as extensions, as like runes or gems that you put into slotted weapons and gear. Okay, it's the same kind of concept. You just insert it and you can take it back out. You won't lose it if you take it back out unless you disassemble it. Okay, now the key is to get to kill a lot of monsters. Your mobility. You have to keep your mobility always down. Always kill monsters all the time. You want to kill the higher the monsters you can, because I think some people say if you get to level 16 and above, you have a higher chance of monsters dropping green materials. Higher chance than if you attack lower level monsters. And you always want to attack higher level monsters because it gives you the most experience. Alright? Now, some people kind of overlook this too, I noticed. You go to the black market. Okay? I might do a separate video on this, just a short video to explain this so people don't miss this. It took me a month before I realized what you could do here. Now, the black market right now, okay, I usually buy the gold stuff, the chest for 750 gold. I don't really buy the chest. I mean, I might get a blue, if you're lucky. You might get some greens, but I don't know. It's just not enough for me to really buy it. I just don't buy it. So I might buy the experience, offer experience. That's good. And I'll sell. So all 3 of this, okay? Now, a lot of people, think you hit refresh, They don't realize you can resell these again. All right, you can build back up your money. Every time you refresh, make sure you sell. Now I'm looking over here. I got skill chest. I'll buy that. What the heck? Recall, experience. It's not that really good now. Gather boost. Yeah, I could buy that. I'm trying to show you some of the monster stamina boost. Here we go. Fuel. Alright, there's fuel there. I buy those, because that's 2 extra monsters for each of those 20s. Right, I'll show you what my bag is like. So you can see I'm stockpiled. Let's see. Other fuel. Alright, look at this. I got 103 20 fuel. Alright. That's like 200 monsters I can kill right there. I got 50, at the 50 fuel, I got 110. That's 550 monsters I can kill. With that and that combined there, that's 750 monsters I could kill. So it's a big difference. I haven't really killed a lot of monsters. I'm going to do dailies. The best time to kill monsters is when you have double events. When they have a certain event where if you kill monsters, you get certain items. You have a chance to get a certain item drop in the monster when you kill it. And when you do the Supreme Commander monster event day, on the day the monster killing event is. So if you do those two, you kill monsters on that day with those 2 events running and use a bunch of those. Alright, there's another thing here too. You go to War. This comes from packs. Urgent Fleet. If you look, it says raises base fleet speed when attacking monsters by 100%, duration 2 hours. Now during those 2 events on that day, you click this, and for 2 hours you get 100% increase. Your marches, man, they fly. And the reason why you do this is because if you're using a bunch of fuel, you're going to be killing, like right now I can kill level 22 monster. I'm going to be killing, if I use 100, fuel, 100 items. If I used to, try to kill like 200 monsters, heck, within 20 minutes or so, I'm going to be have killed all the monsters around me, By 30 to 40 minutes, I'm going to be having to hit monsters that's like 5 to 10 minutes away from me. So that urgent fleet item really comes in at those times, because then you can kill monsters for 2 hours in a lot amount, So, and those come in packs, so I'll show you it again so you can see it. If you buy packs every now and then, look for a pack that has that urgent fleet right down there on the bottom. Just the purple background. You want to buy a pack that has that during those monster events days. Okay, so basically what you want to do is, I'll recap this real quick and I'll end the video, but, storage wise, you want to get everything purple. Okay, now one good note to realize is when you do develop, when you get to the highest level that you're going to craft. Now, if you go in the storage, let's say by some chance, someday you actually find some of these that are orange. When you want to craft that highest level that possible that you want to craft, you could put that orange into the crafting table. All right. Now you might have maybe 5% chance of being able to craft that orange or whatnot. Still a chance. So you might luck out, and at the end, the highest level gear that you craft could turn orange. So that's something to think about. Never use your orange material until you want it, the end, result. You know, you want the equipment at the highest level. At that point, then use that orange material, and you might get lucky and get an orange. So, well, that's the basics I have for the moment. It's like you said. I mean, you can rush through it and make a bunch of blues and everything. If you just craft, you could make a bunch of blues in the beginning. The problem with that, though, is in order to make a purple, you gotta make a purple level 1. Okay, if you don't have a purple level 1, you're not gonna be able to make a purple level 2. So what that means is you're gonna have to redo your level 1s to make them purple. You have to dismantle all your blues. So in the short term, hey, if you're gonna be out attacking, it might be a good idea to make some blues. But in the long term, you're better off just saving up your materials and making all the purples and do it right the first time. So you think about that, man. To craft, you need 5 of the whites to craft the green. You need 5 of the greens to craft the blue. So what that means right there is, you get that's 25 white materials that you use to craft that blue, and you're gonna have to redo it all over again. So you lost 25 materials. You're better off saving that 25 materials, because you look at it, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 8 of these altogether. So if you crafted all these blue in the beginning, you're looking at 200 white materials that you wasted. All right. I don't know about you, but I'm not wasting 200 white materials just so I can get some blue in the beginning and kill some people. I'm going to make everything purple, And then once I do that, I'm going to look at the percentages. If I get something that's close to being perfect, I'll make that my level 2. If I have something that's a low percentage, I'll redo it, craft that again, and hopefully I'll get a higher level percentage. Well, that's the video. If you got any questions, or like I said, I'm still level 19. I don't have any level 2s yet. So I'm gonna try to keep getting more materials, keep killing more monsters, and hopefully I can start getting level 2s, start building up. I'll give you guys another video and something, explain a little bit more depth what the higher level gear will do. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching.